Welcome to the Prophecy Club. We're on some news stations out there, and so I want to take just a moment and say hello and welcome you to the Prophecy Club radio program. In case you're not familiar with Prophecy Club, it started in 1993 when a radio station manager called and asked me if I would mind doing a 15-minute radio program. And so basically I said yes, and it grew to another city and another city and another city until actually I didn't know it at the time, but we became the #2 prophecy ministry in America. At the time, we were holding meetings in 40 different cities. About 5,000 people were attending our meetings each month. We were on 80 radio stations, 25 TV stations, and our airtime was about $300,000 a month. And then America threw us away. What happened? Well, there was some folks that said that there was supposed to be a Y2K, a computer glitch that was going to send everybody back in time 100 years. Nevertheless, we didn't have any "thus saith the Lord" on this. It was just what was being told. And because that didn't happen, America made a huge mistake and threw away the Watchmen. We were one of the few ministries that survived. Watchmen before that were every place on shortwave, all kinds of radio and TV stations saying, hey, this could be a problem. And they were advertising that same message before Y2K even came along. I believe that Y2K was used by the devil to destroy many Watchmen ministries. As a matter of fact, some ministries went out of the ministry that weren't even prophecy-related or Watchmen-type ministries. But ours was one of the few that survived. But we have crippled along these last 15 years, continuing to get the message out to those people that would listen and those people that would support us, which, frankly, has been few through the last years. But now, unfortunately, the end times have arrived again. There's an old saying that says, when the prophets mourn, the people rejoice. When the people rejoice, the prophets mourn. Well, for the last 15 years, the prophets have been mourning and the people have been rejoicing. But unfortunately, the end times are no longer coming. They are here. I'm about to explain to you why I say that. All these things that I've been trying to warn people about really for the last 40 years, professionally on a full-time basis for the last 22 years since Prophecy Club started, now are no longer coming. They are here. I mean, they are about to bite us really hard, and I'm about to explain that. In 1984, I was teaching a class at our church in Lawrence, Kansas, and it was on Bible prophecy. After I was finished teaching one Sunday, someone handed me a tape and said, I think you'll be interested in this. Well, before I even got to the end of the tape, I knew this guy had heard from God. It was the testimony of Dimitri Duduman. He was a Romanian pastor. He smuggled Bibles into Romania and Russia for some 30 years. Finally, one day, he was arrested. Now, they didn't find the Bibles. They just arrested him, put him through 5 months of torture, culminating in them putting him on the electric chair. They came to him one day and said, Dimitri, come here, we want to show you something. They took him to another room and they showed him a very unusual looking chair, he said. He said, you're going to tell us how you get those Bibles into Romania or you're going to die on that chair. He said, even if I die, I have nothing to tell you. They put him on the chair. They turned the electricity on. He said, I felt powerful shock like needles going all through my body. I thought I was going to die, but when I thought I was going to die about that time, the whole room lit up with white light. He said, out of the light, he said, I heard a voice. Dimitri, look at me. He said, I looked up, and he said, it was so bright. He said, I could hardly look at it. He said, an angel from God is so bright, it's hard to look at. He said, I'm the angel Gabriel. He said, don't worry. He said, you're not going to die. You're going to America to give them a warning from God. Plead the blood of Jesus. So I started saying, Sinjalulu Sus, Sinjalulu Sus. And I woke up on the floor, and they were slapping me around and pouring water on me. They put me back on the electric chair. The next day, they still couldn't kill him. Then he was told the year, month, day, and hour he would be exiled to America, July 22nd, 1984. For 4 years, he carried Bibles. They couldn't see him. He'd pull up to the checkpoint. What do you do with all these books? Where are the Bibles? We know you have Bibles. Who do you take them to? Who do you get them from? They couldn't see the Bibles. Finally, the day came, July 22nd, 1984. He'd given away all of his possessions, sitting in the front living room of his home with his suitcases. The knock came on the door. Dimitri, you have to come with us. What are you doing with those suitcases? Well, we knew you were coming. They took him to the airport. Exactly as the angel said, July 22nd, 1984, he was departing in a plane. He arrived, the angel came to him again, said, "Get beside me." Took and showed him all of California and Las Vegas, New York and Florida. He said, "You see what I've shown you?" He said, "This is Sodom and Gomorrah. In one day it will burn." He said, "How will it burn? America is so powerful." He said, "The fall of America will start." Now listen carefully. I'm about to explain this because it's about to start in this nation. He said, "The fall of America will start with an internal revolution started by the communists. Some of the people will start fighting against the government. The government will be busy with internal problems. Then from the oceans, Russia, Cuba, Nicaragua, Central America, Mexico, and 2 of the countries will attack and defeat America in one day, in 1 hour. Such great riches will come to naught." Now, he told him a whole lot more, and all of that's available in a book and a DVD we have at the Prophecy Club. The book is called Prophecies of the Fall of America. The DVD is called Wake Up America. It's actually Dimitri Duduman giving the whole story. You can also get it at prophecyclub.com. Now, the reason I'm talking to you today is because all of this is no longer coming. Now, I heard that in 1984, so for some 30 years now, I've been telling people this is coming. Well, it is just about to arrive. I just made a brand new DVD called 2014 to 2021, and you can order it at prophecyclub.com. You can also get it at 785-266-1112. Now, I'm going to quickly go through the topics that this DVD contains, but then I'm going to go through and briefly explain to you why you want to get this DVD. And I'm not going to put all of the audio of the DVD on the radio. That's all I'm going to say. I've said what I'm going to say. You need to get the DVD. This, according to the people that have followed this ministry for many years, is probably, if not one of the most important DVDs we've made in the 22 years that I've been on radio. Again, the name is 2014 to 2021. All of these prophecies are confirmed in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, and that's covered on the DVD. None of these prophecies come from me or my lovely wife. First topic, I tell you how September 25th of 2014 started the last 7 years of plenty, and then I tell you how the 7-year tribulation will start in the year 2022 to 2028. Now, I understand that in the world of Bible prophecy and prophecy, if you miss a date, your ministry is done. Stick a fork in it. It's over. Go get a job. But I did not say this. I'm simply being a good Joseph, interpreting what the prophets have said, what the signs are saying. Get the DVD and I'll explain. Let me say it again. September 25, 2014 started the last 7 years of plenty. Following that will be the tribulation in the years 2022 to 2028. No, I'm not selling a DVD, and no, I'm not joking. I've been on the radio for 22 years, been around prophecy for 40 years, teaching it full-time for these last 22 years. I've made 32 DVDs. I'm not joking. I'm not playing with you. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to sell a DVD. I'm not trying to get donations out of you. I have been saying for 22 years, if you don't like what I say, that's why they put the knob on the radio. In other words, you can't buy me. You can't give or not give a donation to get me to say or not say something. And by the way, that's the kind of person that you want teaching you Bible prophecy. That's the kind of person you want telling you what is coming in the future, ones that can't be bought. You can't scare them. Those people that will tell you the truth, whether you like them or not. I'm not trying to win friends and influence people. I'm trying to please my God. And that's the kind you want to listen to. Now, let me go on. September 25th, 2014 started the last 7 years of plenty, which will be followed by the 7-year tribulation in the years 2022 to 2028. Again, get the DVD where I can explain it to you. Then, according to Lindsey Williams, September 25th, 2015, the Pope is scheduled and will announce the new world order. He's going to do it from the UN and then go over to U.S. Congress. And I got that confirmed yesterday on the internet. That is his schedule. Check it out. Go Google it. the Pope is scheduled to speak to the UN on September 25th, 2015. Now, what the elite has told Lindsay, and that's in his new DVD that you can get through Prophecy Club, called Fall 2015 Preparations, prophecyclub.com. Fall 2015 Preparations. That's the new Lindsay Williams DVD, and he explains all of that. But I haven't just got that confirmed through the mouth of one witness. Everything I'm telling you has to be in the mouth of at least two witnesses, and I have that confirmed through the newspaper article. Next, what you're about to see this coming fall is a global currency reset. They're about to announce a whole new world financial system. What has happened is the whole world has had basically a financial meltdown. Every nation is into debt up to their eyeballs. So they have pulled 400,000 metric tons of gold. I can't go into it right here on the radio. Get the DVD. They're bringing the largest single cache of gold from antiquity into modern times. They're going to pay off all bank debt, all government debt, overnight, without warning. 96 of the 198 currencies will change value. Some up, some down, based upon the actual assets and wealth of the nation and their ability to produce. Again, more of this on the DVD. I have to give you a disclaimer on all of this global currency reset stuff because I cannot prove a word of what I'm saying. I haven't seen it in writing. It has come from some very reliable sources that I believe, but I cannot prove it, and you should not make any financial decisions based upon anything you hear in this program. When this happens, there will be a brief time of rejoicing for those people that have positioned themselves well, just like in the 1929 stock market crash. We hear about all the people that bellyache and lost money in the stock market crash. But what you didn't hear is that some people had pre-positioned themselves well, and many people were made wealthy as a result of that. That's what's about to happen. There's about to be a change. Many people that have been poor are about to become wealthy. Many people that are wealthy that have not positioned themselves properly, again, get the DVD, I explain it. Those people are about to be poor. There's about to be a massive change of wealth in America and around the globe, but most especially America. Now, when they pay off all of this government debt, they are going to be unwilling or maybe even required, but they will stop sending out welfare checks. That's everything I'm saying. Again, it doesn't come from me. So if this doesn't happen, don't throw rocks at me. I'm just being a good watchman. Ezekiel 33:6 says, if I don't warn you, then your blood is on my head. So I'm warning you. And it says, if I see a sword come, I am to blow the trumpet. I see a sword coming. I see problems coming. So I'm simply being a good watchman here and reporting to you. If it does not come, do not complain to me. I'm simply being a good Joseph, reporting to the Pharaoh what his dream was interpreted as. All right, none of this, say it again, none of this comes from me or my wife or this ministry. All I'm doing is reporting in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses what others say. So after the global currency reset pays off the debt, they're not going to want to go in debt again. Welfare checks will stop. Let me say it again. Welfare checks will stop. Now, think for just a minute. If they were to cut off welfare checks, what do you suppose would happen? Oh, I can hear you right now. You'll be saying, well, they will start protesting. Yes, Shane Warren, October 2013, made a DVD for Prophecy Club. He said he had a vision where he was shown Americans protesting, holding up signs that said, we want our entitlements. Okay, but he wasn't the only one. There's other people that have seen cities burning. They have seen protesting. All I did was gather it from several different prophets, several different mouths of holy servants of God that I personally believe are hearing from God. Okay, now, why me? Well, I think that's the reason that back in 1984, God introduced me first to Dimitri Duduman, then to Henry Groover and other great servants so that I can see what a real prophet looks like, acts like, talks like, what a real prophecy from God sounds like, what's in it so I could recognize. You see, a lot of ministries, because they don't want to be wrong, they say, oh, well, we don't have anything to do with anything outside the Bible. Well, the problem with that is Amos 3:7 says, surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret to his servants, the prophets. That means that if there are not prophets in the earth, if those prophets are not speaking what God has spoken, that means God is asleep. He's dead on the throne. He's not doing anything. So if you believe God is alive, still on the throne, and still interacting in the affairs of men, then you must believe that there are still prophets and he is still speaking. So the ministries that don't want to take anything outside of the Bible, they are not going to be able to tell you what God is speaking today. The ones that will stand up and can recognize when the word of the Lord is true, those are the ones that you listen to. But, again, in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. Not, look, all right, let me give you an example. And I talk about this on the DVD. A couple of years ago, we had Ephraim Rodriguez, prophet out of Puerto Rico. He had seen a vision that a large meteor hit Mona Island, which is a small uninhabited island just west of Puerto Rico. And he said that he was shown that it causes a 1,000-foot tsunami at Puerto Rico, but sends a tsunami anywhere from 200 to 400 foot high up the eastern seaboard, going inland 20 to 100 miles, wiping out the eastern seaboard. He was shown that where it hits is significant. It hits an earthquake zone that goes right up the Mississippi River Valley and will open up the Great Lakes all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico, splitting America in half. And, now this was not on the DVD, but he told me this privately in my office. He saw large chunks of California fall into the ocean from California all the way up into Alaska. Now, if one person says that, and there's no one else saying that, forget it. It's not God. Go back to sleep. But if there's somebody else that says that, then according to the Word of God, in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, we must listen. That's what I'm saying. On this whole DVD, it's in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. So in that we were bringing Ephraim in, I got on the internet. I did a little research. And by the way, you can get that DVD through Prophecy Club too. Just go to prophecyclub.com, and in the search engine, under all of the DVDs and books and things, just put in Meteor. It'll pop right up, okay? I found not 1, not 2, but 6 people that saw a large meteor hit near Puerto Rico. Not China, not Germany, right near Puerto Rico. I found 4 people that saw a tsunami hit the eastern coast of the United States. I found, now the DVD only has 6, I found some more. I found 9 people that saw America split in 2 pieces right up the middle, and I found 3 people that saw large chunks of California fall into the ocean, and I found 9 people that saw that the split comes to America because we split Israel. Now, Joel 3:2 says they divided my land. So we do know that Israel will be split. That's prophecy. However, I believe the meteor hits or doesn't hit based upon how we treat Israel. So I'm soon to, as soon as we see Obama start hitting Israel again about splitting Israel, I'm going to call for a nationwide prayer and fasting so that America will not have its hands on that split. If America doesn't split Israel, and I believe there's a very good possibility we will not be part of that, then the meteor won't come. It's all based upon how we respond. That's part of what I cover in this DVD. I'm telling you guys, this is not a joke, okay? End times are here. Just because I have been in prophecy for 40 years, on the radio 22 years, had 150 guest speakers, over 300 DVDs, made 32 DVDs myself. When I say September 25th, 2014, started the last 7 years of plenty, when I say the 7-year tribulation, according to at least 2 other people, will start in the years 2022 to 2028, you need to pick up the phone. Or you need to go to prophecyclub.com and order that DVD to hear what someone that's been in the world of prophecy that long would have to make such a claim. Again, the name, 2014 to 2021. No, I'm not kidding. I'm not trying to sell a DVD. I'm not trying to get your done. Matter of fact, this is how you kill a ministry. You say something like this, it doesn't come to pass, go get a job. You're out of the ministry. You're gone. I'm putting that 22-year ministry, that reputation on the line, because I have found in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses all of these points to be true. I didn't say any of them. None of this comes from me. I'm only being a good Joseph and simply reporting to you in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, this is what I have found. And this is the reason you're going to go to prophecyclub.com. You're going to order 2014 to 2021. And no, there's no discount on it. Matter of fact, if I were to offer the DVD for what it's worth, I'd say anywhere from $200 to $500, maybe even $2,000. I mean, I would have happily paid $2,000 to have this information 15 years ago. Unfortunately, God wasn't handing the information out back then. But now he has. And I have gathered this up. It's kind of like that detective. You've seen the movies. They call them evidence walls. They put pictures of all of the people that has been murdered or whatever's happened to them up on a wall. They have red strings running all together. They're trying to put the picture of the puzzle together. That's what this DVD has done. It's put the picture of the prophets and the holy servants of God, what their dreams, their visions, their prophetic words in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses have said is coming not just to America, but to the world from the years 2014 to 2021. It's the prediction of 2 cows and 13 modern prophets or holy servants of God. You're saying, yes, I am saying, September 25, 2014 started the last years for the world, the last 7 years of plenty. And the tribulation will start. Again, I'm not saying it. Let me say, none of this comes from me. I'm not saying it. I'm simply being a good Joseph, interpreting what the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses have said. This is what they have said. The 7-year tribulation will start 2022 to 2028. This fall, there will be a global currency reset. It'll be a whole new world financial system that will be not just introduced kindly, but forced upon us. Then welfare checks will stop coming. Protesters will start burning the cities. And I tell you more. I tell you martial law will be declared. Obama stays in office for 5 years. The Constitution will be no more, suspended. All civil rights will be gone. The right to remain silent, the right to an attorney, the right to be charged or released within 48 hours. Local militias begin to fire at the Obamamen. Then Dimitri Duduman's testimony. The fall of America will start with an internal revolution started by the communists. Some of the people will start fighting against the government. The government will be busy with internal problems. Then from the oceans, Russia, Cuba, Nicaragua, Central America, Mexico, and 2 of the countries will attack. America will fall. One day, 1 hour. Jeremiah 50:51, Isaiah 13:21, 47, 6 chapters in the Bible will be fulfilled. I'm not joking. Get the DVD and let me explain it to you. Gun confiscation will then be ordered. Then Russia attacks. After Russia has defeated America, after we've surrendered, I even give you the speech, the surrender speech, what will be said upon our surrender. Then Christian martyrdom begins. The New World Order will be announced this fall. I do not think it's the start of the tribulation yet, although they're going to say it will. Although many prophecy ministries will say, oh, this is the start of the tribulation. Those people that believe in a pre-trib rapture are about to be rapture disappointed. Oh, well, the rapture is about to take place any day now, and they'll be jumping up and down, having their rapture practice. But sorry to say, there's not going to be a pre-trib or a mid-trib or a pre-wrath rapture. Job 14:12-14 says no one is going anywhere, until the skies are no more, until we get a new changed body, until his wrath is past. His wrath is the burning of the tares. There is no pre-trib, mid-trib, pre-wrath rapture to save anybody. The only salvation is in holiness and being in the will of God. Order 2014 to 2015. Predictions of 2 cows and 13 modern prophecies. 2.5 hours chock full of stuff. 785-266-1112 or prophecyclub.com. PROPHECY, prophecyclub.com. The name is 2014 to 2021. Order the DVD. Call 785-266-1112 if you cannot access the internet, but I can tell you right now, the easiest way to probably get it is to access the internet, prophecyclub.com. Order 2014 to 2015. 2.5 hours chock full of stuff. 785-266-1112 or prophecyclub.com. Prophecyclub.com. The name is 2014 to 2021. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your prayers. And thank you for your regular, ongoing, monthly support. God bless. Now from the Prophecy Club, some exciting opportunities for you. Come and go with the Prophecy Club to Israel. November 5 to 15, Leslie and I will take you on a biblical archaeology and a Bible prophecy tour. A tour like none other. What makes our tour different than the other tours? Well, we're going to take you to the traditional sites the other tours go on, but we're going beyond. We're going to show you the places and give you information other tours can't. In 1991, Leslie and I went on a tour with Ron Wyatt. He showed us archaeological secrets in Israel we're going to show to you, such as the iron spike that sealed the tomb of Jesus, proving Gordon's Calvary really is the tomb of Jesus. And you're going to pick up brimstone from the city of Gomorrah. You'll gather tar drips from the slime pits of Sodom. You'll visit the more likely birthplace of Jesus, not the one the tour buses stop at. In a special escort, you'll get to go behind the gates at the Garden of Gethsemane and pray. And if the drilling permit has been granted, we'll also go pray over the future drill sites for prophetic oil. Yes, you'll see many of the traditional sites, but this tour goes way beyond. Call 310-402-4042. That's 310-402-4042 for more information. Seating is limited. 310-402-4042. Legally, we can't guarantee this trouble will come this year, but of course, having emergency supplies is a good idea. Mina Grebin says she was told to tell everyone to have at least 1 year's food and supplies, including water, and you must have all preparations done by the end of the 2015 summer. She says buy food and supplies. We offer Plan A, 3 meals a day, 1 person, 1 year. Plan B, 1 person, 6 months. Plan C, 1 person, 3 months, or a grab-and-go bucket with 72 meals. Call 800-924-7110 or go to prophecyclubfood.com. That's 800-924-7110 or prophecyclubfood.com. Lindsey Williams has just made his newest and perhaps his best DVD called Fall 2015 Preparations. That's right. Topics are events scheduled for September through December. Things the elite told me to do. Know what you're preparing for. Have an alternate location. Move or suffer. How to stay warm without electricity, and the date the New World Order will be implemented. You did hear that right. It's Fall 2015 Preparations. Call 785-266-1112 or go to prophecyclub.com. Call 785-266-1112 or go to prophecyclub.com. Fall 2015 Preparations by Lindsey Williams. Get it today.